Well, tell me some more. I'm a suck egg mule.
Well, put down that horn. We'll have dancing school.
Clap your hands. Swing out wide. Soon the mule makes it. Step two, put it all together, and you're doing the jive. Stop your feet. Swing out wide. Dance around a while, shake it, boogie, boogie style. Everybody's swinging when you're doing the jive. You can't play rummy or twist your tummy. Don't let it bother you. But you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be the party, the life of the party. Do a bump. And you swing out wide. Talk a little bit, beat it up, make a fit. Everybody's happy when you're doing the job.
Stop your feet and you swing out wide. Mess around a while, shake it, boogie woogie style. Everybody swinging when you're doing the jive. And lay rummy or a brick, you're the dummy. Won't let it bother you. 'Cause you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be the party and the life of the party. Do a bump and you swing out wide. Rock a little bit, beat it up, make it fit. Everybody's happy when you're doing the jive.
Maybe something, but it's not the job. Maybe something, but it's not the jive. Well, what is the jive? What is the jive? Why, man alive, the jive, the jive. I cut you some ribs, and Gates did too. Now, just what else are we supposed to do?
Take it cool now, Texas, and give me a chance. You see, you're all mixed up because the jive's a dance.
Well, tell me some more. I'm a suck egg mule.
Well, put down that horn. We'll have dancing school.
Clap your hands. Swing out wide. Soon the mule takes in. Step two, put it all together, and you're doing the job. Stop your feet. Swing out wide. Dance around a while, shake it, boogie woogie style. Everybody's swinging when you're doing the job. You can't play rummy or twist your tummy. Don't let it bother you. But you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be the party, the life of the party. Do a bump and swing out wide. Talk a little bit, beat it up, make it fit. Everybody's happy when you're doing the job.
hello, hello. Good afternoon and welcome to Game Night Happy Hour. Not sounding very happy with the music of Cryptex. The music of Cryptex is a bit mellow and chill, but lovely to have you all here. How are you keeping? Hope you're doing well. My hair is doing weird things there. I washed it today for the first time in some time, and I probably should have let it dry before banding up, but it's, yeah. So it's doing funny things. Apologies for my hair doing funny things. Welcome to you all. Very, very nice to have you here. Yes, base intensifies. Very, very intense game. Cryptex, which lasts exactly 26 minutes and 45 seconds, I think. I timed it yesterday. Welcome if you're lurking. Welcome if you are here to play the game. Welcome if you're just here to watch. Lovely to have you here on this the second Game Night Happy Hour on April Fool's Day. I don't really like April Fool's Day. I've never really enjoyed it. But I do. It does strike me as odd that it's the only day of the year in which people will fact check sources. They'll fact check sources before sharing information on social media. It's the only day of the year people do that by default. You know, rather than like every other day of the year. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your tweet, M. Clemson. Very grateful. Very, very grateful to you for tweeting that out. But hopefully, if there's a few people here who are new or visitors, you're very welcome. It is lovely to have you. Now, Cryptex is a game that is entirely self-sustaining once it starts. Once I press the button, the game will begin, and I cannot stop the game. It runs all the way through to the end, and it takes about 26.5 minutes from when I press the magic button to when it concludes. So if you would like to play Cryptex, it's sort of crosswordy style, but against the pressure of the clock with a bit of a twist. Let me say hello to you all first of all. We've got Adster and Lee-Link, Innis, Ardenfetz, hello, Topper1, Cetra, Dogfish, ABMe, Keshi, Oni, Lupine, It's Hot Lee, G. Eisens, The Juice Man, Big Man Aaron, Clive, Cyclespace, Pokenuts, Cola, M. Clemson, Emily, Puzzle Dan, Zeusless, J. White, Drew Dave Tom, Samster, Hantafhan. I'm not quite sure of the pronunciation of that, but welcome. And DC Simmons as well. Lovely to have you all with us this afternoon for Game Night Happy Hour. We're doing Cryptex, and then we're going to be doing Double Deciphered a bit later on, thanks to question packs from Keshi Head and It's Otley. We're going to be playing them, both of whom are here this afternoon. Yeah, sorry, Hantafan, I gave it a go. Anyway, if you've not played Cryptex before, it's basically a crossword against the clock, and there's a lot of 8-letter combinations involved. You'll pick it up pretty quick, but I would urge you, not the pyramid, what do I want, Cryptex? I would urge you very, very strongly to Hantafan. We'll do that, Hantafan. Lovely. I would urge you very strongly to get a pen and paper for this game. If you would like to play, a pen and paper is going to be strongly advised. I almost showed you the pen and paper that I actually did a test run on the other day, which wrote all the answers down on. Let me flip over to just Cam a minute, and I'll show you what I mean. Hello. So how I would set up your pen and paper before we get going. I'm doing it on a tiny receipt here, but that means I can hold it up there. If you can see that, I've written the numbers 1 to 8 across there. Then for each one, you'll be given. You have to work something out. Type the thing out. Type the thing into the bot, and then it will be giving you an index as well. So, for example, if the answer is aardvark and the index is 4, you take the 4th letter of aardvark, and put it into the 4th slot of the Cryptex. So that would be D, and that's how I do it. And I write them down. So my Cryptex compiles along the way. I type my answer and then I write down the index. As ever with this game, and yes, if you want to do it on Excel spreadsheet or with a pen and paper, either is fine. The one thing you're not allowed to do is Google or use crossword solvers. So yeah, hopefully it'll compile along the course of the thing. But it sort of, the round 2 is a little bit different, and round 3 is just the Cryptex rather than getting the clues. But yeah, that's how to write the numbers 1 to 8 down there, in case anyone was unsure. If I don't know a clue, I might just sort of make, so if clue number 1 comes by and I don't know it, I might just write a little scribbly bit underneath to help me. Anyway, I'm whittering on. Let's take that off a minute and go back to game with Cam. Oh, no, not that button. Oh no, I'm fine. I just went to the wrong overlay there. Cryptex, I've got so many buttons now. Let's open this lobby, and if you want to play, you'll need the code. Ooh, we're getting all of 3 frames a second. KMZP, type it in if you want to come play. Apparently that is still not coming up in the in the chat yet, but never mind. Do come and join. This is only the second time we played Cryptex, by the way. So if you haven't played before, as with all the games we play on Game Night, you need to whisper your answer to Persephone's Twitch bot. After you've put the code in, anything you type into the public chat won't be processed. So you make sure it's whispered to Persephone's Twitch bot. She's also the one who asks all the questions. So if you click her name and then click whisper, that's the best way to get through. Anything you type into public chat won't be processed by the game rather critically, and also stands to be deleted by a moderator. So, welcome, all of you who are here so far. Lovely to have you. And as ever, if you want to come hang out, come join the Discord. That's where all of the things happen. You can also follow me on Twitter if you like. Listen to my musings. I occasionally say something amusing. Ah, it's Quizzy Dan. Welcome, Quizzy Dan. I think someone said last time that you're going to really enjoy this game. It's right up your street. So, welcome, Quizzy Dan and Puzzle Dan, and next to each other as well. Welcome. So, yes, I see players coming in, 29 so far, if my maths is good. I've said rather than actually putting a number on the console of how many players are in the lobby, I'm just going to not count out loud. So that's 30. So, 30 players in. Lovely. Lovely for a quiet Thursday afternoon. And has anyone got Bank Holiday coming up tomorrow? Bank Holiday is coming up. Dan has lockdown beard. Oh, M. Clemson has a beard. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Dan has got a so many beards going on. Beards are a good idea. Exhibit A. Yes, do come on in. Once I lock the lobby, no more players will be able to join. So even if you just want to come and try it out, if you just want to try, if you think you might want to watch around and then join in afterwards and just play for your own personal high score rather than for the high score on the table, then please do come and join the lobby now, because once I lock it, you won't be able to join. Okay, so do come and join this here lobby if you want to play, even if you just want to play the odd one. But you do need to be in the lobby at the start. Once I lock it, no more players will be able to join. And once the game starts, I cannot stop it. It's one of those ones. So, AB Me, Clive a Legend, Adster, Zeusless, Innis, Now Cut That Out, Emily Apocalypse, Topper One Gaming, Jay White, Big Man Aaron, Samster, Keshi, Happy the Tomato, Oni, Ardenfetz, Dogfish, Cycle Space, It's Otley, Cetra, Score Count, Tyson Cola, Lepine Frine 121, G. Isens, Miss Quizworthing, Pokenuts, M. Clemson, Quizzy Dan, Puzzle Dan, and Silent Marine. To you 30, welcome to the game. There is penny integration for this. Yes, there is penny integration, Jay White, and I think it's first, second, and third on the leaderboard as well. I haven't updated the leaderboard from last time we played for the attendance pennies, but there is regular penny attendance for this, so that's another reason to join the lobby. First, second, and third place for Cryptex, though. So yeah. Outright wonderful idea. Tis indeed. Tis indeed. Right, I think that's long enough. We haven't had anyone new join for a while, and I've said plenty of things, so I'm not pretty sure to play this first game. Well, this is the only game of Cryptex we're actually playing tonight, hand to fan, so it'll all be explained, so don't worry too much. The key thing is, as long as you whisper to the bot, but if you join and then you figure it's not for you, that's fine. You can just stop answering. You won't be pinged anymore. But do come and pop in and see how you get on. We'll all have a nice time. We'll be terribly friendly. But thing is, if you change your mind halfway through and think I would like to come and join, you can't. Whereas if you change your mind halfway through and think I don't want to play, then you can. But it's up to you. And as Cola's saying, just join in. It's often the best way of learning, especially with a game like this. Well, up to you, Hunter fan, but I'm going to count you back from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm going to add this into the chat now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to lock it up there. And we'll have 30 players come and play Cryptex. Okay. Round 1. First big change, you will be presented with 2 puzzles rather than 3. Each puzzle will have 8 clues, and the answer to each clue will be 8 letters long. Submit your answer to each clue by whispering to Persephone's Twitch bot. Each correct answer will earn you 5 points. Any incorrect answers or repeated correct answers will cost you 1 point. Each clue will be shown for 20 seconds before being replaced by the next one. However, you may submit previous clues at any point before the final 20 seconds, even if the clue is no longer displayed. So if the first one is there in your mind but you can't get it, and then about 3 minutes or 2 minutes later it comes into your head and it was that, you can still answer question 1 as long as it's not in the last portion of the game. Each clue will have an index shown in square brackets. This index represents the letter from the current clue that forms part of the Cryptex solution. So again, for example, if the answer to the clue is aardvark and the index says 4, the 4th letter of the Cryptex will be D. During the final 20 seconds of the puzzle, you will not be able to submit any further clue answers, but you will be able to submit your solution to the Cryptex. You may only attempt to solve the Cryptex once. Very important that when it gets to the Cryptex at the end, you've only got 1 attempt. Submitting the correct Cryptex solution will earn you 20 points. Submitting an incorrect Cryptex solution will cost you 10 points. You are not penalised for abstaining. Do not attempt to solve the Cryptex prior to the final 20 seconds of the puzzle. So after 6 clues, you might have worked out what the Cryptex word is. It will be a real word in the Cryptex. You might have worked it out after 6 clues. Do not type the Cryptex answer until the last 20 seconds. If you try and do it before, it will result in your submitted solution being treated as an incorrect clue answer and cost you a point. There'll be a 10-second break during which no answers will be processed between the final clue being displayed and being able to submit the Cryptex solution. Only answers of exactly 8 characters will be processed. Shorter or longer answers or answers not submitted to the bot will not be processed. You are encouraged to use a pen and paper to assist you in this game, and as Score has said in the chat is king, because there will be no latency in chat, or very little latency, whereas there may be 3 or 4 seconds or possibly even more if you're watching the screen and relying on that. So eyes on the chat is the most important thing. 30 players of you in this game. Keep your eye out for the bonus penny. 2 puzzles in this first round. Best of luck to you all. Let's reset the Cryptex. And you've got some little pips underneath you as well now. So, first clue, a collection of monumental structures often used as tombs in ancient Egypt, and you want the 7th letter. You no longer shuffle every second and a half, you just shuffle at the end of the Cryptex now as well. The act of one human killing another, usually used in the USA, and you want the 4th letter here. Clue number 3, a cosmetic treatment of the hands, often involving shaping and painting the nails. This is the last letter of this word is the last letter of the Cryptex. Alvin, of Alvin, Simon and Theodore fame, is one of these. This is the 6th letter, goes into the 6th slot. Somebody who practices devil worship. 3rd letter goes in the 3rd slot. Okay, about halfway through. A neurological disorder, often triggered by excessive flashing lights. 2nd letter goes in the 2nd slot. Watch your spelling. Spelling must be exact in this game. A collection of placemats designed for drinks, cups or mugs. 5th letter goes in the 5th slot. Remember, you can still submit answers from previous clues if you can remember back that far. And the last clue by the looks of it, to unintentionally cause harm or an alternative name for a car crash. This is the 1st letter of the Cryptex. The 1st letter of this clue is the 1st letter of the Cryptex. There's a few 40 points in here, which means it's very likely, unless we have a typo, that we're going to get some 60 pointers here. You now have 10 seconds to check your answers. No answers will be accepted during this time. So there's a lot of blue on the screen there. Have you solved the Cryptex? 20 seconds. 20 points if you can. Minus 10 if you're not. All Pokernuts has had a go and got it wrong. Just got the last 4 letters. So much glow! That's a lot of glow. Maybe you don't have to try if you're not sure, and we're going to put you back into order. Aptitude was the Cryptex solution. The collection of monumental structures were the pyramids, from where we got the D. The act of one human killing another was homicide, from where we got the I. The cosmetic treatment of the hands was a manicure, which is where we got the E. Alvin is a chipmunk, from where we got the U. Somebody who practices devil worship is a Satanist, from where we got the T. A neurological disorder is epilepsy, where we got the P. A collection of placemats is are coasters, from where we got the T. To unintentionally cause harm is an accident, from where we got the A. That is the end of the first puzzle. Fingers back on your buzzers as we go into puzzle number 2. Quite a few players on 60 points here. Let's reset the Cryptex and go into puzzle number 2. Chris Pratt's superhero name in Guardians of the Galaxy. 5th slot. (1993) film about a Jamaican bobsleigh team, Cool Blank. 4th letter goes in the 4th slot of the Cryptex. Whoa, there's a lot of people getting that very quickly. Not in this round, ass backwards. Only in the last round can you submit an early one. So if you've got it already, you've got some more clues to come yet. Here's another one. An old British coin equal to 1/4 of a penny. 2nd letter goes in the 2nd slot of the Cryptex. A few more wrong answers creeping in on this one. Halfway mark, number 4. A strip of leather or card used to mark one's place within a novel. On we go. The time that defines the start of a new day. First letter of this is the first letter of the Cryptex. A length of tarmac or gravel in front of a house, generally used for the parking of cars. 3rd letter goes in the 3rd slot of the Cryptex. The act of playing games of chance for money or other stakes. 7th letter. We've got one more to come after this. So be thinking back to some of the answers you've missed if you've missed any of them. Do be thinking back. And your last clue. In 1879, Thomas Edison, what the light bulb? This is the last letter, goes into the last slot. And there's, again, a few people who have got perfect scores so far. So they stands to reason they're going to be able to crack the Cryptex in just a minute. And now 10 seconds to check over your answers. Lots of full answers. If you haven't got all of them, you can still have a go at this Cryptex, but remember you lose 10 points if you're wrong. 20 seconds to solve it. What is it? Few people who haven't got all the clues have still managed to work out the Cryptex. Anyone else going to have a go? Jay White's had a go and got it wrong. Silent Marine, you going to have a go? G. Eisen's happy. Puzzled Dan. G. Eisen's just getting in the answer in time. It was Mainland was the answer. Chris Pratt's superhero name is Star-Lord, from where we got the L. 1993 film was Cool Runnings, from where we got the N. Old British coin equal to 1/4 of a penny is a farthing, from where we got the A. Strip of card is a bookmark, from where we got the other A. The time that defines the start of a new day is midnight, from where we got the M. A length of tarmac or gravel is a driveway, from where we got the I. The act of playing games of chance for money or other stakes is gambling, from where we got the N. And in 1879, Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, which is where we got the D. That's the end of puzzle 2 and the end of round 1. At the end of that round, we've got a 4-way tie in first place. Toot, Itsotley, Samster and Keshi, all with perfect scores of 120. Clive and M. Clemson and Dogfish on 119. AB, me and Tyson on 115. Let's go on to round 2. There's no break, so you have to read this as it comes out. There's a minute now you've got to catch your breath and read the rules of round 2. Again, 2 puzzles, each with 8 clues, except this time the answer will be 2 concatenated words totaling 8 letters. At least 2 of the letters will overlap. So, for example, brain and inlet makes brainlet. Submit your answers as before. 20 seconds for each one. 5 points for right, 1 point for wrong. Additionally, you get the index. This works exactly the same way. The index won't necessarily come from the overlap, but the rules are the same. The only difference is the 2 smashed together words. Same drill at the end. Final 20 seconds. You won't be able to submit the Cryptex. So you won't be able to submit your clues, but you will be able to submit the Cryptex. Don't try and submit the Cryptex early. 20 points for solving it, 10 points if you don't. 1 point for every clue that you get wrong, and remember your spelling must be exact, and only answers of exactly 8 characters will be processed, and pen and paper would be useful. So that's all there is to this round. Basically the same as round 1, except you've got 2 concatenated clues that are going to be smashed together in a sort of word smashy sort of way. And the Cryptex, for what it's worth, will still be a real word. The Cryptex is not a concatenation. The Cryptex will be a real 8-letter word. Let's go on to round 2. The population of female adult humans smashed together with the 2012 Olympic heptathlete champion, and you want the second index. Remember, you can still submit words from earlier in the round if it comes to you a bit later on. Character played by John Cleese in Fawlty Towers, smashed together with the Rossini opera The Blank Ladder, and it's the 4th letter you want here. Samster putting his first foot wrong here. Zeus has got it. Only player to get this clue so far by the looks of it. West African skin-covered drum smashed together with the meat of a cow. Not as many answers there. Remember, you can have a think about it, come back to it in a bit if you like. Port city in the southwestern Spain smashed together with a Turkish city on the Aegean coast. 3rd letter. This one's hard. This is the only one, having written it myself, this I think is the only one I got wrong, but actually I went back to try it out. So if anyone gets this one, you're doing well. But do have a think about those other ones if you've given this one up for dead. On to the next one. A tooth at the back of the mouth smashed together with the act of deliberately setting fire to property. On the 1st letter. If you get these ones wrong, you can try again. But don't repeat it. Don't repeat the same clue, because otherwise that's treated as a wrong answer. A highly venomous African snake smashed together with the maker of cakes or bread. 8th letter into the 8th slot. Now just in time, Cryptex 54 if you want a bonus penny. If you got some time in between thinking. It's a real reward if you get your bonus penny on this one. So as to float without being moored or steered, smashed together with a meal served at the end of the day during Ramadan. 5th letter is what you want. This is another very tricky one. If you've just got this one, no, there was no one getting that one, there was someone getting an earlier one. Plurality of former students of a school, college or university smashed together with the sport and footwear manufacturer or the Greek goddess of victory. 6th character is what you want with this one. And now you've got 10 seconds to check your answers. Doesn't look like anybody's got 8 out of 8. Can you work out the Cryptex? Are you going to risk it for 20 points? 20 seconds to solve the Cryptex if you can. You lose 10 if you're wrong. Oni's managed to solve it with just 4. Samson's managed to solve it with just 3. Zeus has solved it with just 3. Topper's got 2, had a go and got it wrong. Dogfish has solved it with 5. Innes has solved it with 4. Everyone else sitting quietly. Oh, Cola's having to go with first and last, getting it wrong. The answer was modifier. Modifier. Population of female, that one is womenis, women and ennis. Next one, Basil and Silken, Basilken, the Silken Ladder. Beef. Djembe and beef is what we're after there. Kadizmir. Cadiz and Izmir was the answer to that one. Molarson. Mola and arson. Mumbaker. Mumba and Baker. This one was tricky. Adrift and Iftar. Adriftar is what we needed there. Alumnike was the former student and the Goddess of Victory. That's the end of puzzle 3. Dogfish now in the lead with 163. Samster and Oni tied with 154. It's Otley in third with 145. We'll reset the Cryptex on. We go to puzzle number 2, or 4 in total. Skyfall Singer smashed together with a Stranger Things character. 4th index. A pupil casing made by caterpillars smashed together with parallel banded mineral, commonly seen in black and or white. Remember, if you get these ones wrong, you lose a point, but you may retry them. An idealised place of great or idyllic beauty smashed together with to go out for no runs in cricket. You want the 6th index. Well done if you got this one here, M. Clemson. This one is pretty tricky. Likewise, Quizzy Dan. Nickname for monster said to live in Loch Morar. Smashed together with Maundy Thursday event, the What in the Garden. Maundy Thursday, which is of course today, I think. So topical one there. On we go. A baked flannel tart with a savoury filling smashed together with a board game with rooks, pawns and knights. 7th index. On we go. 1982 Iron Maiden album, The Number of the What, smashed together with a Brighton-based percussion group. This is the 3rd index. A few people getting there now. Monstrous wolf in Norse mythology smashed together with the coloured part of the human eye. The Greek hero who accompanied the Argonauts with the bulb vegetable that is typically red or white. I think there's one more clue after this. But that might be it. I wasn't keeping track. Find out in just a minute. That is it. You have now got 10 seconds to check your answers after this. 20 seconds to solve the Cryptex. There's a few people with quite a few. M. Clemson's got 7 out of 8. Can you solve it? 20 seconds. Ooh, Innes going wrong despite having 6 of 8. There's a couple of seconds left. Lose 10 if you're wrong, remember. And the answer to the Cryptex was jealousy. Skyfall Singer and the Stranger Things character Adele and 11. We then had Cocoon and Onyx, Cocoonix. This is my favourite, Xanadu and Duck. Morag was the monster, smashed together with Agony, Moragony. Quiche and Chess, smashed together there. Beast and Stomp for Beast Stomp. What was that one? Fenrir and Iris, Fenriris. This is quite fun to say. Jason and Onion was the last one, Jasonion. That's the end of puzzle 4. The end of round 2, Dogfish in the lead with 203. Oni and Samster still neck and neck with 199. M. Clemson in third with 193. 3 puzzles in this final round. Let's go there now. This time you'll be presented with 3 puzzles, each with a category. The puzzles will have 8 clues of varying lengths and each be shown for 15 seconds before being replaced by the next one. Each clue will again have an index shown in square brackets. This represents the letter from the current clue that forms part of the Cryptex solution. For example, if the answer to the clue is mouse and the index is 2, the second letter of the Cryptex will be O. Here's the big kicker. Do not submit your answers to these clues. Instead, you may submit the Cryptex solution at any time. For each clue that is revealed, 5 points will be deducted from the point bank. You may only attempt to solve the Cryptex once. Submitting the correct Cryptex solution will earn you the amount of points currently in the bank. Submitting an incorrect Cryptex solution will earn you points equal to the number of letters in your submission that are correct. So as long as you submit 8 letters, if you get at least one of them right, you will get 1 point, but it will be marked as wrong. You'll go red. Only the full solution will get you the points in the bank. And remember, you can only submit once. So think carefully. Do you want to take a risk? The bank starts, I think, with 55 points in if you can get it from just the clue. After that, it goes down by 5 points every time you get a new clue. Good luck. Category is biblical character. So remember, you're not submitting the answers to these clues, just the Cryptex as soon as you think you know it. So first clue coming in. To take a holy name in vain, 9 letters long. The 8th letter of this word is the 8th letter of the Cryptex, but don't submit this word itself. Keep a note of it. Have you got enough there to find the biblical character? Take another 5 points down. Game played with 22 coloured boards on a table with a green baize, 7 letters long. That's 40 points. A medieval contest fought on horseback. Quizzy Dan the first to solve and getting 40 points. Very, very well done, Quizzy Dan. And Oni's getting 40 points as well, as is Keshi. Oh, Samster's tried and got it wrong. M. Clemson and Cola are in. We're on to the next clue, whatever this one is. To rent a property, 3 letters. I think I might know what Samster's gone for there as well. I'm going to ask in a minute and see if I'm right. Well done, a few people getting 35 points, going down to 30 now. A dish of meat, sorry about the typo, roasted or grilled on a skewer. 1 typo. That's all I've spotted, so I'm quite happy with that. Remember, you do get points, even if you're wrong, you get points for every letter you get right. Behaviour, showing high moral standards with 8 letters. We're down to 25 points in the bank. And there's a point between Oni and Dogfish at the moment. Deviating from the average or norm. 8 letters, you want the 7th letter of it. Topper's had a go, not got it right. British title for Sleuth board game, 6 letters. This is the final clue. So after this, you're going to have 10 seconds, I think, or maybe 15. 15 seconds, you've had all the clues. Anyone else going to get it for 10 points? It's a biblical character. Might as well have a go. You get some points even if you're wrong. You get points for the letters you submitted. The answer was Jeroboam. Jeroboam, and that J, I think Samson maybe went for Jeremiah there, but Jeroboam was the answer. On we go to puzzle. The next one. The category is food and drink. Champagne indeed, Zeus. Anyone going to get 55? Going for food and drink would be a bit of a long shot if you can get this. Nope. Here's your first clue then. The arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences with 6 letters. You want the 5th letter of it. No one's going for 50? Okay, we'll drop it to 45. Experts able to appreciate a particular field, usually in the fine arts. 12 letters, you want the 8th letter of it. No, down to 40. Lord of the Rings quote, nobody what a dwarf. 6 letters. You want the 4th letter. Quite curious the order these have come up in. Form of music notation, usually for guitar, 3 letters. Down to 35 points, no one attempting it yet. Still no one, down to 30. Credited as the inventor of the computer. With 7 letters, you want the 6th letter. And now cut that out is the first to solve it, getting 30 points. Very well done, Toot. Keshi's the second, also claiming 30 points. And down to 25. A failure to be present. 7 letters. Innes has tried and failed, but Quizzy Dan has found it, getting 25 points. Dogfish has also solved it, getting 25 points. The block of gold in football with 4 letters. More solves coming in now. Oni's got it wrong. Oni has missed an opportunity to hang on to that lead. Fetz is right, Samster's right. Score, and the name I can't see because of the green light. The epistle writer of the New Testament. 4 letters, you want the 3rd letter. This is your last clue, so 15 seconds, 15 points if you want to have a go. 10 points if you want to have a go now. 15 seconds to solve. Might as well have a go. You get a point for every letter you have worked out. And one of his 8 characters. So it might be worth it for a couple of extra points just to give it a go. It was sausages. Sausages was the answer. Going into the final puzzle, Dogfish in the lead with 263, and Clemson second with 258, Keshi's in third with 250. Category is animal. 55 points if you can solve it on animal. Titan having a go. And we're down to 50 points. A cloud of tiny water droplets that restrict visibility. 4 letters long, you want the 3rd letter. Alternative name for a bath. 3 letters, you want the 2nd letter. 45 points in the bank. Singular form of an assistant to a church warden. 8 letters, you want the 7th. 40 points in the bank. Innes the first to solve the Cryptex. Getting 40 points, very well done. We're down to 35 now. Wan or sickly complexion. 4 letters, you want the 1st. Dogfish has solved the Cryptex and secures victory there. Ardenfet's getting it wrong. Insane or mad, 5 letters, you want the 5th index. Playing for glory, 2nd and 3rd place still up for grabs. And Clemson finds the answer, securing 2nd place. To talk in a loud or indignant way with little effect, 7 letters, you want the 4th. 25 points left in the bank. Down to 20 points. The host or chair of a quiz event with 10 letters. Zeus has found the answer. 10 letters, you want the 8th. Satrad's got the answer. Itzofi's got the answer. Jay White has not found the answer. Showing extreme courage. 6 letters, you want the 6th. This is the final clue. You're not going to get any more. You might as well have a go now if you want to try and get those 15 points. Otherwise, it's going to be 10 or a point for every letter you find correctly. We're still fighting over 3rd place. 15 seconds to solve the Cryptex. Oni's not found the answer. Samson's not found the answer. All eyes on Quizzy Dan and Keshi had a little bit here. 10 points if they can find it. Might as well give it a go. Point for every letter. Nope. Oh, and look at this. Clive sneaking out of nowhere. The answer was Pussycat. So the winner with 298 is Dogfish. M. Clemson is second with 288. And Clive sneaking in for 261 to take 3rd. And that is Cryptex. It was Penny all along. It was Penny Cat all along. Spoilers for Thing if you haven't seen it. If you have, you'll know what I'm referring to. If you haven't, I'm not going to say. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thinking Bush Baby. Ah, Bush Baby could have worked there. But very well played. Put Lusty Cat for Quizzy Dan. Stuck on Puss for so long, so I went left field. Ah, that's the way of this game. You ever want to be stuck on Puss? No, you don't. Good game. Fave music. Thank you, Mr. Quizworthing. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack. It's quite intense, isn't it? Pussy, and couldn't find out which one went wrong. The 4th one. I can actually go through, I think, excuse me, the answers to those, if I can find my trivia pack. In case anyone is interested in the last round, because you don't get the answers, there's not enough time to show them. So you had medieval contest was a joust. To rent property was let. Behaviour showing high moral standards is virtuous. Gameplay with 22 coloured balls is snooker. A dish of meat roasted or grilled on a skewer was kebab. British title for a sleuth board game was Cluedo. Deviating from the average or the norm was abnormal. To take a holy name in vain was blaspheme. Second puzzle of the final. To block a goal in football is to save. A form of music notation usually for guitar is a tab. Epistle writer in the New Testament was Paul. Lord of the Rings quote, nobody tosses a dwarf. The arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences is syntax. Credited as the inventor of the computer was Babbage. A failure to be present is absence. And experts able to appreciate a particular field, usually in fine arts, was connoisseurs. And finally, for the pussycat problem, wan or sickly complexion is pale. Alternative name for a bath is a tub. A cloud of tiny water droplets that restricts visibility was mist. To talk in a loud or indignant way with little effect was bluster. Insane or mad was crazy. Showing extreme courage was heroic. Singular form of an assistant to a church warden was sidesman. And the host or chair of a quiz event is a quiz master. So those are your answers to there, and it says game over at the end there. And Dogfish is the winner. Very, very well done, Dogfish. Dogfish, of course, who didn't get to play the last game because he wrote the pack. So now Dogfish has got author credit and victory. Let's find you, Mr. the Dogfish. There you are. Dogfish, Cryptex, first place, joining Catus as the only other person to get first place. M. Clemson getting a very well-earned second place. You'll get 2 bonus pennies, 3 bonus pennies to Dogfish. M. Clemson getting second place, silver, and Clive a Legend coming third for another bonus penny there. Very well done, Clive. So who else came second? Innes has come second before, and who else has come third? Connor. No, that's Clive. I was on Connor. 8 Minky came third in the last game. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, connoisseur. That's how you spell connoisseur. It's a very, very strange-looking word. Bubbled under this time, but had a great score. Yeah, absolutely, really great run there, Keshi. 250 is certainly no sneezing matter there. Oni 246 was leading at one point, just let it slip away. Quizzy Dan on a first-time appearance, 245. What do you think, Quizzy Dan? As the resident crossword doer, I suppose. What's your thoughts? I hope you like, and thanks again to M. Clemson for tweeting Quizzy Dan and spreading the word. Great fun. Good to hear. Well, I had fun writing that as well. It's one of the most fun to write for. It might just be because it's new. It took me about two or so hours to write the questions for this yesterday, and it was good fun. Yeah, the name tag lights are quite nice, aren't they? I think it's a little bit bright on when you're locking in at the end. It gets a little bright, but I thought cabbages, and then the first had to display there's an S. And I thought, oh no, oh god, the old god moment. Yeah, pips are dead useful because it means I can see at a glance how well everyone's doing without having to pass the scores. Maybe more accessible than Dogfish is just because of the easier start. Maybe. I'm not quite sure how good of a question writer I am with this sort of thing. I think Dogfish does have professional dealings with writing crossword clues. So yeah, Dogfish writing slightly harder there. But yeah, it's a game that, you've got the chance to do that. And that length, incidentally, feels right. The 223, it sort of feels like you could have another one, actually. The 333 felt too long for a single game, but 223 with a good gap in the middle. So we'll go off and do like red herrings or a risky business or something. That'd be good. Professionalism translate to gets regular NYT rejection letters. All right, we'll take that, Dogfish. Keshi, I'll try my hand at writing pack. Yeah, do give it a go. I've actually written a little tool into the game that helps me, assist me with writing and finding 8-letter words. But I use a lot of crossword solvers and things when I'm writing, not when I'm playing, obviously, because that's cheating. But yeah, do give it a go. If you want to give a go at writing, you can come join the Discord, and you can get the question writer role, and then you can get hold of the question writing tool. Which should be really good fun. I don't feel disorganised with the 223 structure. The new favourite field. Thank you, Score. It's good of you to say. have a pack in the original 3x3x3 configuration to let you pick your favourite investments. I mean, actually, I've just updated the tool. I updated the tool the other day when I wrote for it. In fact, it's got a couple of other updates to do. I was meant to ping the question writers, but effectively what I've done, I've just removed the middle round from each of them, so the parsing is all exactly the same as well. 223 fits nicely onto a single A4 page in your handwriting size. Now, about that 4 Cryptex marathon. I was joking because we thought that the one game was too long and we didn't want to play it towards the end of the stream, but I kind of think that 2 of these in a stream with something else in between could be really good fun. So as Face Off draws to a close and we move towards Series 4, that could be how I'd organise it. Rather than doing 2 of these back-to-back like I'd normally do, we'd do this and then a headline game like The Escape Artist or something, and then another Cryptex or a Pyramid or something short in between. Or maybe 2 back-to-back with a bit of chatting in between anyway. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for coming by, stopping by. Good to see you. Have a good afternoon. My brain's slightly leaking after just one. Well, let's say it's a tricky game, and I think it requires a lot of fast brain power, a lot of intense brain power for a relatively short space of time. So it's intense brain power that I think just sort of needs to rest your brains afterwards for a little bit. I see Ash the Bash and Proogs popping up, but I don't see them in chat. But welcome, guys, if you're here. Lovely to have you. Right, and Ass Backwards and Silent Marine and Quizzy Dan and Mr. Quizworthing, I don't think I said hello to either, so welcome to all of you. Back to back with an easy break or easy game in between if you wanted to. Yeah, I think back to back with a. You could even stick a warm up game or something in between, but a short thing like what's the new one I've done? The Jackbox one. My mind's gone blank. That's appropriate title for the game. Anyway. Yes, I'll tell you what, a 7-length set of 223 at the start and an 8-length set at the end. Yeah, the problem with changing the fixed length Quizzy Dan is that, I mean, put it in suggestions by all means and I'll address it there, but just briefly, because the Cryptex is a fixed asset and everything revolves around it being 8 letters, not just the logic under the hood and the pips on the prefabs, but also the music is timed up with 8. So in theory, there's no reason you couldn't have 7 or 10 or 9 or anything else in theory, but because I've got the fixed asset, I have sort of hard-coded everything around it being 8 letters long, and so I'm not so sure about that. But say the potential is there, but it would be a lot of rewiring for something that might or might not work. I think I quite like it the way it is. It's quite fun. Herrings or risky bits, or even face. Yeah, you could even have a face-off exhibition in between. It's Otley. And speaking of It's Otley, we're going to go and play Deciphered now. I've got 2 packs of Deciphered in the remainder of this happy hour, which will take us to about 4:30, which is about the length it should be. A happy hour which will last about 90 minutes usually. The first pack is going to be Keshi's, and then the second is going to be It's Otley's. So if you fancy some Mastermind, some more brain-bending trivia, then do stick around and we'll play Deciphered right after the credits. Thank you again for playing Cryptex. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for all the lovely feedback as well. I will see you in just a minute. Welcome to Deciphered. Now, I've done some made some clutch changes to this game at the 11th hour. This is a game that doesn't really need a webcam in the game. I could easily use the other overlay and I'd be that much bigger, but that's something I'll add to the to-do list. Changes I made, I've updated the Twitch build, so when you all join the lobby, hopefully it won't break. Fingers crossed. And I've also added it so that if you use a ciphered, take a ciphered question or take a toss-up, they come up in the chat now. So if you've got any latency, all the information you need will be there in the Twitch chat. So it's Deciphered. Mastermind meets Mastermind. You've got to crack a four-digit combination, which has got any of the numbers from 1 to 6 in it. Numbers might be repeated, but might not be. However, unlike with the original Mastermind, you don't just get a go at it. You've got 10 attempts, but you have to earn those attempts by answering questions. There's a lobby game for this. There's a bonus penny if you win in the lobby, or tied at the top in the lobby, and 3 bonus pennies if you can crack the cipher. It's a fast game. There's global clock for this game. Oh, excuse me. Global clock. 3 minutes to do the logic part and 3 minutes to answer as many questions as you can. 4 helps along the way, and the rest of it we'll explain as we go. So if you want to play Deciphered, pop in the code. ACLM. And this is another one, you need to be in the lobby at the beginning, so even if you only want to play a couple of them, then do type in the code, and you get a bonus penny, or you get an attendance penny, and there's potentially a bonus penny on top of that as well. 9 across. And of course, yes, there's a self-exclusion list on this, so for whatever reason you don't want to be in the hot seat, if you just want to play for fun in the lobby, then do by all means add yourself to the exclusion list by typing !exclude. This is Keshi's question pack, so Keshi presumably is not joining the lobby. I made the mistake last time someone asked to join the lobby even though they'd written it, and I forget you get an author bonus for writing the question pack, so you get your bonus that way. I'm seeing a number of names down on the exclusion list, which is completely fine. So if you've maybe played a few times before, or you just want to play for fun, then do pop yourself on that exclusion list. You don't need a voice for this. This is all done by whispering to the bot. Yeah, it's all good. Right, we're going to have 2 games of this. It's quite fast and furious, so we should be done around about 4:30 if you fancy coming to play. So, what are we up to? 24. Okay. 10 seconds, come join, and then we'll get it going. Oh, fair enough, Topper. Yeah, you end up getting a call while you're in the office. Yeah, that's fair. Right, that's about 10 seconds. Let's lock it up and pick our first player. Cetra 4271. Welcome to the game, Cetra. Nice to have you here. Only, however, likes to live dangerously. Touche. So, Cetra. All the instructions you need will be given on screen. You just simply got to whisper the answer to Persephone's Twitch bot. Don't even really want to play this game. There'll be another time, Topper, I'm sure. So, Cetra, the very best of luck. Let's go to the game board. Oh, you don't get 3 minutes in the logic game. You get 1.5 minutes. Let's click off there, and then maybe that'll actually go at a sensible frame rate. Frame rate's looking slightly better today because I'm not focusing on the objects in the inspector the whole time. So, Cetra, this is Deciphered. You've got 3 minutes of question time and 1.5 minutes of logic time. Those 4 helps up there with the little codes that you need are all whispered to the bot. You need to whisper your answer to Persephone's Twitch bot when you think you know, and as ever, do keep your eye on the chat. !1 will burn the question. This means it will get rid of it and give you a replacement one without sacrificing a go at the board. !2 is take a toss-up. This will give you a straight 50-50 choice between 2 options. One of them will be right, one of them will be wrong. However, you must still type the full answer. !3 is stop the clock. It will temporarily stop your trivia clock and give you a little bit of thinking time to get your answer in. And !4 is take a ciphered answer. This will give you a scrambled anagram of the answer with some extra letters and spaces thrown in for good measure. Normally a good way of managing to work out what the answer is, but it does take a little bit of time to decode. Those are the 4 helps. Once you use them, they are gone. And lobby, if you are playing in the lobby game, once Cetra locks in an answer, there will be a little bleep, and you'll then have 3 seconds and there'll be a message in the chat as well. So keep an eye out for that, because once the question is locked, you won't be able to submit anything else. So, if you get a question wrong, Cetra, it's not the end of the game, but you don't get an attempt to go and solve the cipher. And you've got to solve the cipher in order to win the game. So, That's all there is to it. Those helps are up there if you want to use them. The very best of luck. 3 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now. Question 1. What were Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman known as in the title of their pseudo-scientific TV show? If you don't know and you don't want to use a help, just type anything to the bot. And here's an answer locked in. 5 seconds lobby. Cetra's saying to me, Mythbusters. Mythbusters. Just going to go down here because actually here I do need to go and look at the console. Mythbusters, you're saying. Is that the right answer? Absolutely is. Very, very well done, Cetra. That's your first attempt at the logic puzzle. Have a look at the lobby. Most players getting that one right as well. Just 4 people missing out on the answer there. Lots of players with 1 point. Off we go to the logic game then, Cetra. 1.5 minutes. You don't want to waste time here. Oh, but Deciphered 62, if you'd like a bonus penny, do claim that if you'd like to get that for the attendance penny. Cetra, not bad for an educated guess, certainly not. I can spend a little bit of time here for now, because you've got nothing to go on, but only 1.5 minutes, and to submit your answer here, you've just got to type 4 digits to the bot. There might be repeats, there might not be. 1.5 minutes on your logic game, Cetra, and your time starts now. Standard opening 1122. 7 seconds to get there. Let's see. Is your code... Actually, don't know what it is for once. There we go. Now I do. Is your code 1122? It's not, but one of them is in there, albeit in the wrong place. So hopefully we'll get back there to have another look. For now, let's go back to the question board. 2 minutes 42 remain. All 4 helps still intact. Here is question number 2. What foreigner track begins, I've got to take a little time to think things over? Taking a toss-up, you must still type the full answer. I want to know what love is, or waiting for a girl like you. Locking in an answer. Saying waiting for a girl like you. Taking the toss up there. Waiting for a girl like you. Is that the right answer? Unfortunately not. It's I want to know what love is. I want to know what love is. Bad luck there, Cetra. Not getting the right answer. Let's just reset that and get ready for question number 3. Using the toss-up, but unfortunately not yielding the correct answer. A few players in the lobby, though, getting the right answer, and lots of players on 2. On we go, then. Here is question number 3. I know, you're disappointed that Ben didn't sing it. I want to know what love is. I want you to show you. That's the only bit I know. I want to know what love is. No, we won't be voted from that. It's not the actual... That's not how the algorithm works, score count. It doesn't work like that. Singing something like that, it's if it's the actual track. There you go, I've sung it. Right, 2 minutes and 17 left on your clock, Cetra. Here is question number 3. What was the name of Penelope Pitstop's car in the Wacky Races? How well do you know your Wacky Races? Burning that question and getting the hell out of Dodge. 2 minutes and 4 left on the clock. The correct answer was the Compact Pussycat. Compact Pussycat. A bit of a tricky one if you're not familiar with the show. Still everyone on 2, so certainly nobody on 3 out of 3 at the moment. Compact Pussycat was the answer. Never mind, you burnt the question though, so we are still for now on question number 3. 2 minutes and 4 left on the clock. 2 helps left. Take a look at this. Who were tub thumping in 1997? So the answer is in there somewhere. Can you unscramble it? There are extra letters that have been added. Can you unscramble it and get rid of the ones that aren't meant to be there? 1.5 minutes to go. Working out the anagram here. Minute and 15. Can you get there? We're approaching the minute mark. If you run out of time, it is game over. And we're now under a minute left. Gonna need an answer, Cetra. "45 seconds. Oh, Cetra! You've got that final line, that final help as well. He's there, he's still trying to work it out. 30 seconds, Cetra. Can we get there? 20 seconds. Oh, has the internet gone down? Oh no. Oh, we've got an answer in. Did he work it out? Badalg. Badalg. I mean, it might be. I don't know if all those letters were in there. It wasn't a particularly helpful anagram, I have to say. Is the answer Badalg? No, it's Chumbawamba. Chumbawamba was the answer. Oh, dear me, dear me, dear me, dear me, dear me. 11 seconds left, I'm afraid, Cetra. We're on to question number 4. You have got to stop the clock. Chumbawamba looks like an anagram, in fairness, it does a bit. In the lobby, lots of players on 3. I'm going to be giving out lots of pennies at this rate. So it's a penny to everybody who ties at the top. Good luck, Cetra. Here's question number 4. You have got that stop the clock help if you need. Here's question 4. Who starred as Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit films? Stopping the clock on 6 seconds. So, have a little think about it. Get your answer in. All the time that you need now. Don't spend too long, though. So, stopping the clock at 6 seconds. Wrong window there, Cola. Oops, indeed. Come on, Cetra, need an answer. I know you've stopped the clock. What's it going to be, Cetra? You've stopped the clock, so I can't sort of unstop it now. That would be unsportsmanlike, but I'm not sure how much of a... You're trying to rack your brains to think of his name. Too hard to come up with a good guess here. If you've not seen it, you might not know. You could name an actor. That's all right, Coda. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Come on, Cetra, let's have one. Right, Cetra, I'm going to have to time this one out and give a non-submission, which I can do manually from here if I don't get an answer in the next 10 seconds or so. Let's have an answer. I'm going to pass this one, Cetra. I think. Got to be aware of time. Can't think of anything there. Then it is going to be a pass, I'm afraid. And Lobby, there's your time. No, I've submitted a pass. You can also submit pass yourself, incidentally, if you really don't know and you don't think it's coming. The answer, though, is not pass. It's Martin Freeman. Martin Freeman, the answer we were after there. I know it feels a bit stingy to sort of stop to not in the Hobbit films, Proogs. Well, he sort of had a cameo as old Bilbo, but principally in the Hobbit films it was Martin Freeman. Lord of the Rings was Ian Holm. Or maybe Elijah Wood had the cameo in the Hobbit films. It wasn't Ian Holm. No, the Hobbits, they're not as good. Lord of the Rings are better. And I know it maybe feels a little bit cheap, and I'm slightly sorry to have to do that, etc. But it's one of those questions, not one of the questions that requires sort of, I don't think, racking brains to find the answer. It's not a worky outy one. So just trying to drum things along a little bit there. On we go then to question number 5. You have got 6 seconds to get an answer in, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players who have all got 4 points there. Is that M slightly higher than the E? Probably. Probably M Clemson. Have the look in game. Is that where we're looking? Find out. I'll have another look in a minute. Right, Cetra. Fingers on buzzer, or fingers on answer. 6 seconds to get me an answer. Best of luck. Here is question number 5. What movie monster was hyped the 8th wonder of the world? And you're out of time and undeciphered, I'm afraid. Only getting 1 attempt there. 3541 was the code you needed. So on this occasion, Cetra, I'm afraid you remain undeciphered. Just letting that time get away from you. It's a game where you've got to think, if you don't know it, you've got to move on from it quickly because that time is quite pressing. The answer to that one, incidentally, I think was King Kong. Yes, King Kong. Let's just take a look at the lobby game. Did anyone manage to get an answer? Yes, and for some reason it's not rearranged itself because the game ended abruptly. But M Clemson and Sapster are saving my economy by being the only 2 players to win the lobby game with 5 points each. Very well done, M Clemson and Sapster. You are going to get a bonus penny. Everybody else, bad luck, but well done on your scores there. Deciphered lobby. M Clemson. Where's M Clemson? There's M Clemson. You're getting rich off me today, M Clemson. 1 lobby victory, and as well Samster getting a lobby victory there. Where's Samster? There he is. Lobby victory for Samster as well. But no victory in our main thrust of the game. We've got 1 more game coming up in just a second, which is going to be Itzotli's question pack. For now, Cetra, unfortunately, you are undeciphered. Sit tight, and I'll be back after the closing credits and the opening credits. Welcome back to Deciphered, final game of the afternoon, and before I forget, I'm going to add Keshi's author bonus in from that question pack there. That's 2 bonuses. I haven't added the author bonuses from Millionaire from the other night yet. I'm going to do that all in one go, probably after this stream, actually. But thank you, Keshi, for that question pack, and bad luck to Cetra there. My wife has texted me. Do you want me to make cauliflower cheese to go with dinner tonight? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Now, we are going to have our final game of Deciphered now. This question pack has been written by Itzotli. The exclusion list is cleared, so if you, again, want to add yourself onto the exclusion list, GWWB to join the lobby and get those potential pennies, and then ! exclude if you just want to play in the lobby game for fun. So do come and join the game. Remember, you need to be in the lobby to get your attendance and bonus pennies. And yes, this one is Itzotli's question pack. Pack of 11. It's quite an easy game to write questions for because it only needs 11 and they all need to be roughly similar difficulty. You can have a couple of bumps and dips in them if you like, but yeah, Deus Ex sort of feel to the soundtrack. I wanted to go for a slightly cyberpunky sound to it without the steam, other than steampunk, cyberpunk. Have that sort of feeling, and so I sort of got a bit carried away with the neon lights as well, which are really fun, I think. So, welcome to the game, if you're here. 26 of you, which is very gratifying, so thank you for joining. For this final game of Deciphered, with Itzotli's question pack right here, can anyone crack the cipher today? Let's pick a player. It's Zeusless. Zeus, it is your turn to come and take on the cipher board. I thought it was about right, Keshi. I think Itzotli's is probably a fraction easier. That's just based on me going through, but I got them. I didn't know the Mythbusters question, in fairness. And of course, Keshi, if you want to resubmit a few of these, it's easy enough to resubmit your pack. You could even DM me the replacement questions if you like, and I'll just update the pack directly. It's up to you if you want to use that for a future pack. More than happy to allow that. So, Zeus, welcome to the game. It's your game of Deciphered. Let's go to the board. And let's pick your cipher. And let's lock it away. So, Zeusless, same as before. 4 digits in your cipher. It may or may not contain repeated characters. 1.5 minutes on the logic game as and when you get there. In total, 3 minutes of trivia time in total. So again, as we've just seen from Cetra's game, if you don't know, and you're pretty sure you don't know, unless you're going to use your stop your clock and have a little bit of a think about it, your best bet is to just pass the question quickly by typing anything, or use one of those helps. Exclamation mark 1 to burn the question without sacrificing the logic game. Exclamation mark 2 if you want to take a toss-up. Exclamation mark 3 to stop the clock. Exclamation mark 4 for ciphered answer. I'm now thinking I might make stop the clock just stop the clock for 30 seconds rather than indefinitely, just to avoid having to do what I did in the last game, which felt a bit rude on my part to have to do that. But I'm also aware of it that could potentially, long-term freeze the game, lock the game up. So, yeah, pit stop rather than stop the clock. Pit stop is probably a way to go. You say clock millionaire music. It depends if it's in the same key. Score count depends if it's in the same key. Right, Zeus, whispering your answers to Persephone's Twitch bot. As ever, keep your eye on the chat. Pass if you don't know, or type anything to the bot. And those exclamation mark 1, 2, 3, 4 for those helps. Good luck. 3 minutes of question time, Zeusless, starts now. Here's question 1. What modern-day country is Chernobyl located in? Five seconds, lobby. Zeus saying Ukraine. Ukraine. Is that the right answer? It is. A very good start for you there, Zeus. Very well done. One correct answer. Let's have a look. How did we get on in the lobby game? Vast majority of players getting the correct answer there. Very well done. Let's go to the logic game. So, 1.5 minutes in this logic game, Zeus, so make sure you're quick. Keep your eyes on the chat. 4 digits to the bot. And 1.5 minutes, your time starts now. Standard 1122 opening, not wasting more than 3 seconds there in getting that answer in, Zeus. Is your code 1122? It is not, and much like with Cetra, you've got one number there, but in the wrong place. The other 3 are not there. Hopefully we'll get another attempt to go back there. 1 minute and 27 left on the logic game. Let's go back to the question board. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. All 4 helps still intact if you need to use them. Here's question number 2. If January the 1st falls on a Monday, what day of the week would February the 1st fall on? Answer locked in. And the answer given is Thursday. Thursday. January the 1st is on a Monday, and there are 31 days in January. Would that make it Thursday? Bonus penny time. Certainly would. Thursday is the correct answer. Very well done, Zeus. We're going into our second visit to the board. Let's just take a peep at the lobby. Lots of people getting the right answer in there as well. Let's go back to the logic game. Claim your pennies if you haven't done so already. 1 minute 27 seconds left, Zeus, and that time continues now. Carrying on the trend there, 3344. Is 3344 your cipher? Expect a mess from me. Same result as before. One number correct, but in the wrong place. You've looked at 4 out of 6 numbers, so from here you need to see what you can do with that. For now, though, we're going to go back to the question board. This is the point where I should look at the lobby scores. Lots of players on 2 there, just over half by the looks of it. Get ready for question 3. You've still got all 4 helps and 2 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock, Zeus. Here is question number 3. In the Alien film franchise, Sigourney Weaver's character Ripley has what first name? Passing it before I've even finished reading the question. Presumably this is one where Zeus is looking at it and thinking, I don't know, I've never seen the film, I'm getting out of this quickly. Not using the burn, curiously enough. You can use the burn so that you don't lose an attempt at the logic game, but maybe you're wanting to save that burn for later on. You never know, it might be passed. As I said, Score, maybe he wants to save the burn for later on in the game, but or maybe he forgot. But yes, you can burn it, so you don't lose a go. But for now, unless by some miracle the answer is pass, you're not going to get a chance to do that. Let's have a look. Is the answer pass? No, it's Ellen. Ellen Ripley, I believe. More arson of the questions. So, not getting a chance to go back to the logic game there. We're going to go on to question number 4. You passed it pretty quick, though. Did anyone get a correct answer in? Yes, Innes, Toot and Tyson did manage to get an answer in pretty quick on that. And of course the advantage of Zeus passing rather than burning, if Zeus burns the question, it instantly stops the lobby from answering. So if the player is going to burn in the lobby, you've got to be super quick, because normally if players burn, they're going to burn very fast. But 3 players managing to get an answer in there before Zeus passed it. On we go then, Zeus. Question number 4. You have got all 4 of those helps and 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. Time continues now. Ghostface Chiller is the name of the mascot for which social media app? Ghostface Chiller. Chiller? I wouldn't know. I'm not really into social media other than the Twitters. I've got a Facebook that I hardly seem to use these days. Zeus is saying Snapchat and using not very much time to do it. Still got 2:29 and 4 helps left. Is the answer Snapchat? Certainly is. Very well played, Zeus. 2 minutes 29 and you get your 3rd attempt at the logic game. 1122 looked for, 3344 looked for. Attempt number 3, 1 minute 25 seconds and that time continues now. Oh, going a slightly different approach this time. 5513, making some assumptions that the 1 and the 3 were in the wrong place, and we're going to look up the 5s. Maybe your code is 5513. Let's find out. Is that right? It's not, but we're getting warmer. 1 red and 1 white. That means 1 red means that one of them is in the right place, and 1 white means one of them is in the wrong place. You don't know which. You'll have to think about that when we get back there, if we get back there. For now, 2 minutes and 29 seconds left on the trivia clock. All 4 helps still intact. 2 players, Innes and Toot, now leading the pack with 4 questions right each. 4 helps still available if you need to use them. Zeus 229 continues now. Here's question number 5. In 1998, the band Fat Les had a hit song named after what variety of curry? It's been pretty quick and going for Vindaloo. Vindaloo. Was it Vindaloo? Yes, it was. Me, my mum, my dad and my gran went off to Waterloo. Vindaloo. Da 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 da. That was the one. Vindaloo. Right answer. Very well done there, Zeusless. Attempt number 4. 1 minute and 22 left on the logic clock. Might be time to start thinking. Might be time for another information delve. Let's find out. Time continues now. Okay, the beep's going down. 1 minute 15 seconds. 6416, we're looking up the 6s now. We're taking the assumption of the 1 being the red in the right place and the 4 being the... now trying the 4 for a second time, having got a white on the last one. Is your cipher 6416? It's not, but we're getting warmer. 1 in the right place and 2 in the wrong place. Is that information you can do anything with? You've got 1 minute and 11 seconds left if you can get back to the logic game. For now, 2 minutes and 24 seconds left on the trivia clock, and we are halfway through your questions. You have still got the burn, so if you don't know when you can come back, but you've got a maximum of 5 more attempts at this logic game if we can get back there. Over in the lobby, still Toot and Innes leading with 5 points apiece. Lots of players on 4 and a smattering on 3 as well. 224, question number 6, Zeus, good luck. Here's the question. What bordering country shared the 2020 Ig Nobel Peace Prize with Pakistan? Taking a toss-up there, India or Afghanistan? You must still give me a full answer. Answer locked in. And going with India. India. What bordering country shared the 2020 Ig Nobel Peace Prize with Pakistan? India seems logical, maybe? Was it India? Yes, it was. In the 2020 Ig Nobel Awards, apparently there are subcategories of Ig Nobel Prize. Very well done, Zeus. This is the 5th attempt at the logic game. 1 minute 11 seconds left. Is it going to be a sit and think and slow burn, or is it going to be a rush to get the answer in? Time continues now. Down to a minute left. We're going 4615. 4615. If this is your cipher, then you have deciphered the game and you'll get 3 bonus pennies. If not, we go back for another question. 57 seconds left if it's not. Is 4615 your cipher? Logic game, not numbers game. It's not, but you have found all the correct digits. It looks like there are no repeated digits. 4615. You've got 4 whites, so you know which 4 digits they are. You've now got to see if you can work out which order they go in. 57 seconds to do it if we can return to the logic game. Maximum of 4 more attempts there and 4 more questions with which to do it. Potentially 5 if you use that burn. You have got stop the clock. You can take a ciphered answer. You can burn the question. Good luck. 2 minutes and 13 seconds of trivia left. Here is question number 7. Sean William Scott plays Steve Stifler in which film series? And burning that without a second's hesitation. It's American Pie was the answer. No more film, please. Saw that coming. Burning that, getting rid of American Pie. There goes the arson. And I wonder how that's going to have fared in the lobby. Did you get your answers in fast enough, lobby? We'll find out in just a minute. You burnt the question, so we're still on question 7, but no more burns to give. And no, we still got Innes and Toot on 6 points each. Very efficient, saving as much time as possible with burning, but that is at the expense of the lobby being able to get their answers in. Bye, Missy, bye, Miss American Pie. Good film. Well, I think I enjoyed it at the time. It's certainly not aged well, I can say that. Zeus, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the trivia clock. You've got to stop the clock. You can take a ciphered answer. Here is question number 7 for the second time. What is the only animal with the genus name Castor? There is your ciphered answer. Can you work it out? It's in there somewhere. One minute and 50 seconds. And an answer comes in. Going for beaver. That ciphered answer may be being some help there. Very quickly went for it, maybe realising didn't know, but maybe that has been of some help with the ciphered answer. Is the correct answer beaver? It's definitely in there, says Zeus. Let's find out. Yes, of course it is. The American or the Eurasian beaver. Very well done, Zeus. You've still got that stop the clock help if we need to go back to the question board, but you've got, this is the first of potentially 4 more attempts at the logic game. 57 seconds, you know the numbers. Can you put them into the right order? Best of luck. 57 seconds continues now. Use the information you've got. And not wasting much time there at all to get 5416 into the computer. 5416. Oh balls, I've made an oopsie. Well, looking at this now, on the previous row, we can see that the 1 was white, and the 1 here is put in the same place. So we know we're going to get at least 1 white, which means we're going to get at least 2 whites, because we know you've used the right 4 digits. So we know this isn't going to solve the cipher, but is it going to give you any more information? Let's find out. As anticipated, 2 whites, but only 2 whites, 2 reds going with it, so that we know 2 of those are in the right place, we know 2 of them are in the wrong place, and we know definitely at least 1 of them, as I've just pointed out, the 1 there is in the wrong place. Potentially 3 more attempts and 53 seconds if you can get back to that logic game, Zeus. For now, though, 1 minute and 46 left in the trivia game. Question number 8 coming up. You have got to stop the clock if you need it. 1 minute 46 continues now. What is the name of the rover that landed on Mars in February 2021? Can you remember? Minute and a half. You've had half of your trivia time now, Zeus. Stop the clock is there. And there's an answer. Saying Discovery. Discovery. Let's see if the answer is. It's not, but I can't find it. Going through searching through the filing cabinet of your memory. Is the answer Discovery? It's not. It's Perseverance, not Perseverance. I would have accepted Perseverance, but Perseverance was the answer there. Yes, Perseverance. Very, very bad luck there, Zeus, not getting the correct answer. You have still got the stop the clock if you need it, and 1 minute and 18 seconds. Let's just take a peep into the lobby. Innes has taken the lead now with 8 points and is on track to be getting the bonus penny, the lobby penny. But Sapster and Toot are in joint second on 7 at the moment. Lots of players on 6. Very high scoring game here. Very high scoring game. Question 9. You have potentially got 2 more questions and 2 more attempts to get to your cipher, Zeus. We're all keeping our fingers crossed for you. 1 minute and 18 seconds remain. Here is question number 9. What author wrote Jabberwocky? And there's an answer. Saying Lewis Carroll. See, I always get this one mixed up with C.S. Lewis. He's the Narnia one, isn't he? Was it Lewis Carroll? Apologies for the terrible grammar. Apology accepted. It's Ollie. You're a maths teacher, it's fine. Was it Lewis Carroll? It was Lewis Carroll, and with 1 minute and 6 left on that trivia clock, you've potentially got 1 more attempt back at the logic game if you need it. For now, though, the logic game has got 53 seconds on the clock. And your 7th attempt, can you crack the cipher? Best of luck, Zeus. 53 seconds continues now. "45 seconds. We're going 5-4-6-1 with 35 seconds and potentially 1 more go if we need it. If this is wrong, you've got 1 question to get 1 more go. 5-4-6-1. Is that your cipher? It is. Very well done, Zeusnus. You are, for today, deciphered. Very well done. Lovely way to finish with a victory there. Well done, well done. We haven't seen a victory on there for a little while, so nice to have one there. Let me give Itsotley his author bonus. Thank you very, very much, Itsotley, for the question pack there. Take you up to 3, and we will give a deciphered victory to Zeus, who's right down at the bottom because his name begins with Z. Having won it in the lobby, Zeus has now won it in the hot seat as well. You are deciphered, Zeusus. Congratulations, and let's have a look at the lobby game to see where our bonus pennies are going. In this case, bonus penny, having broken the economy on the last game. Well, not quite broken the economy, but Innis is a clear lobby victor here with 9 points. Very well done, Innis. I think that means you got every single question right, apart from maybe one. Because, yes, everyone apart from one. So, good going there from Innis. You will get a lobby penny for Deciphered. Lovely. So your bonus and attendance pennies for lobby play I will add when I add the millionaire ones, probably a little bit later on in the stream today. I can't zoom in on the lobby, please, but Proogs, you've got 6. In fact, I probably could zoom in on the lobby. I'd need to go and find the animator, though. Where is the animator? There. Animator. Camera low. Let's go close. There we go. Turns out I can. I haven't got a button for it, but I can manually do it by fiddling around with the build. There you go. Final scores on the doors for our lobby game there. But very, very well done to Zeusless on finding victory. That is it. That is it for Game Night Happy Hour. So we are going to go and raid the Worldly Gamer, who we tried to raid last time and then he went offline. I don't think he's offline. I've been watching the Worldly Gamer a bit this morning, and I'll probably go back to watching him this afternoon. He's a Tomb Raider speedrunner, and at the moment he is trying to complete Tomb Raider 3 without saving or loading or using medkits. Which is an astonishing challenge, but it's really good fun to watch. He's a really nice guy, so hopefully he'll stay online in the next few seconds while I roll the credits. Thank you for joining me for Game Night Happy Hour. Just a reminder of what's coming up. Ash has got a special stream tomorrow from the earlier time of 6-ish, so do go give him a little follow if you're not already. I'm back on Saturday with Google That and Face Off. I'll be back on Tuesday with Switcheroo Week next week, so it's Danger Zone 2 and The Escape Artist next Tuesday. And thank you for the 69-bit Zeus. Very nice indeed. And what's happening on next Thursday for Happy Hour? Back on Happy Hour next Thursday. It's going to be Bidding War. So I'm going to need at least 21 of you. Penultimate face-offs start this Saturday. Yes, the last 4 heats kick off this Saturday. I'm going to go back to low now, so as not to break anything. So yeah, lots going on. Bidding War next Thursday for Happy Hour. Last of the face-offs beginning on Saturday, and Switcheroo Week next week, Escape Artist and Danger Zone on the Tuesday. Plus Ash's stuff, plus poker, plus Pinnacle Larder, hopefully on Sunday with Tipster. All sorts going on. So we are going to raid the Worldly Gamer, and the raid message is going to be... how about Deciphered? Seems appropriate enough. Deciphered. How to spell Chumbawamba? Yeah, it doesn't look right. It should be Chumbawamba in my brain, but apparently it is Chumbawamba. Anyway, we'll go and raid the Worldly Gamer. Enjoy the credits. Congratulations again to Zeusless. I will see you on Saturday for Google That and Face Off. Until then, take care of yourselves. Peace out. And not good night because it's not night time, but I'll just say cheerio.